I think a lot of people coming in were saying if she does win, fight with Rose makes all the sense in the world. Does that sound enticing to you, or are there there are other ladies that have made claims as well, but does that sound like the one to make?
Yeah, I don't know yet. We'll see. We'll see how that plays out.
Last couple ones, Frankie Edgar, of course.
The best. I love him. I love his family, and a rough way to go out, but what he's accomplished here and what he's done, nothing but respect and love for Frankie.
Right. And last thing for me, I just want to add some. Did you get the information on what happened with the Kovacevic decision there, with all the changing of the scores in the cage? And
oh no, yeah, I forgot about that actually too. Have you ever seen anything like
never,
that?
not once.
I don't know what happened, man. I was like, 20-some years, I've never seen this. It was great.
Dana, to your right.
Yeah.
Down over here.
Hey, Kev.
Just kind of curious, you referenced it a little bit when you said Izzy will fight anybody. Do you think in a way, like, he fights a guy after just 3 fights in the UFC? I mean, he didn't have to fight him at this point, and so, like, his competitiveness maybe got the best of him. Do you look at it that way, just by taking the fight?
No, I think that's what makes this sport so great, and again, I don't mean to shit on boxing, but look at what's going on with the Crawford fight. Like, the fight isn't being made that should be made. And Israel was absolutely confident going into this fight, too. Never once did he look like he was scared of this guy or, worried about it. And he was picking him apart, I think that going into that 4th round, I think if he was a little bit more aggressive in that 4th round, who knows what would happen, But when you start getting into the 4th, you're winning the fight. And then you get to the 5th, basically all you got to do is stay away from him in the 5th round, you win the fight. Sometimes that strategy doesn't work out.
He's in a tough spot if you decide against giving him the rematch. He's already cleaned out the division. He even said his motivation was low. So, like, for a guy like that, how do you keep him motivated in wanting to come if he doesn't have a title shot, given everything he's accomplished and how many people he's put away in the UFC?
What's the question?
I'm saying, how do you keep him motivated if you don't give him the rematch right away? He's cleaned out the division already, right? Yeah. So how do you get him motivated by fighting guys he's already beaten before?
Probably money.
Yeah, that would probably work, right?
Yeah, it usually does.
Dana.
Yeah.
With Pereira winning, would you say that opens up the division? Guys like Robert Whittaker, who was 0-2 against Adesanya's, now in the mix. Maybe Muniz, maybe even Chimaev.
It always does. Yeah, it definitely does.
Would you say it's a good thing?
Yeah. Listen, it is what it is. If Izzy won, it's a great thing. If Pereira wins, it's a great thing. It's just